stream. The set that you see here in front of me is what we're going to build today. It is Poe Dameron's awesome X-Wing fighter from The Force Awakens. I'm Father Roderick, building Lego on YouTube. Have been doing this for a while. Hi Michael, and of course interacting, chatting with those of you that are watching this live, because that's more than half the fun of it. Hi Austin, welcome, and if you're new to the live stream, if you're new to the chat, thank you so much for joining and for watching this. Now I can totally understand that you don't want to watch the entire thing. If you're watching this after the fact, then of course you can always scroll to the end and see the end result. I'm not sure how much time this will take, by the way. Hopefully I'll be able to get through at least a number of the steps, but let me see if there is a count of how many pieces this set has. It looks pretty concise as a set. I really like the pictures on the back here. You can see the hangar and Poe entering the cockpit, and this set also has, which is super awesome, BB-8. And then it has also wings that are retractable, or you can put them together. And it's got one of those awesome little carts that you often see in the background. Hey Jordan, hey Archie, and John, how are you? I'm good. All right, so here you see the minifigures that are included. So it's got BB-8, it's got Poe Dameron, and it's got a mechanic. So that's only 3 minifigures, but I think that on the whole it should be enough personnel for one X-Wing fighter. And hello, Archie's from Poland. That's good. Welcome. Dobry wieczór. We're gonna open the box and we'll start building. You may have noticed that the camera position is a lot lower than in previous streams. Since this is a reasonably flat build, it's an X-Wing fighter, so it's close to the ground. I figured it's much more interesting for you to see up close what I'm doing and to be closer to my hands. Austin wants to know what my theological opinion on limbo is. Well, limbo is not an official theological term anymore. It's not used. In theology nowadays, we would talk about purgatory, and purgatory itself. Oh, I'm going to use a knife to open this because I'm afraid that if I tear these off, I'm going to damage the box. Hold on. I have a knife somewhere. I'm going to go to the other room. Sorry about that. This is a very big house, so in order to get to the kitchen, I have to go down the stairs. So, right off the bat, before I can even open the box, we have a question about theology. I'm happy to oblige. So, limbo was used for a while as a term to describe a place where people would go that were not evil enough to go to hell, were also not baptized. So where are they? Well, they're in limbo. And that, of course, is theologically, it's nonsensical. You're either in God's love, and that is heaven, or you're not. But you can't be in like an in-between. The purgatory itself is an interesting concept in Catholic theology, because it means that you're already saved. So there is good in you in Star Wars terms. So it's like Vader, who has this, there is still some remnant of good and openness towards God, but there's a lot of healing that needs to take place before that person can totally open up to God. That is what we call purgatory. The purgatory is a place of hope and healing, and so that and whereas limbo was supposed to be this place where you're like in between a rock and a hard place forever, and that doesn't make sense. All right, Fra Lupinzio sta guardando del nord dell'Italia. Benvenuto. All right, we've got how many bags here? This is a quite substantial amount of pieces. I'm surprised. So this is bag number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 bags. And of course, lovely stickers. And Adam has some very good news. He says, my wife and I just found out that she's pregnant and we'll be having our baby in February next year. That is awesome. Congratulations. And I suppose that's for the first time that you're going to be a dad. That is brilliant news. Mockbrick wants to know, do I live from my Patreon money? No, partially. It does help. So I'm as a priest, I'm working for the diocese. The diocese pays me the salary, but the thing is, since I work in the media, I have to pay it back because they don't have the funds to finance my media activities. And so my patrons over at patreon.com/Father Roderick, that is a portion of what, let's say, of my priest salary that I'm able to pay to my diocese. And in exchange, I have the time, I have this ability to, to make TV programs and be on YouTube and all that. But I have to grow the number of patrons a little bit in the next couple of months because it's likely that the revenue from the TV show will at one point stop. So, but I'm very calm. I think that we'll figure something out. According to John, they made 2 X-wings for Poe, a black and white one, a black and a white one. Yes, of course you have the white one with the blue stripes on it. That's also cool, but I really love the color scheme of this one. So Austin wants to know, where do you believe that the unborn go? Well, the unborn in old theology, or let's say, like it's only for a while that they said that they would go to limbo. Nowadays in theology, we say that even though God wants to reach us through his sacraments, he's not a prisoner of his own sacraments. And so a baby, a child that is born before it was baptized, first of all, you have the baptism of desire. So if the parents had wished that their child would be baptized, that is already a valid baptism. And then, of course, God's love, how can it not embrace a child that is born too early before it was baptized? How can it not be? A child itself is completely open to God's love. So, yes, I think that was terrible theology and has given a lot of pain and sorrow to especially parents that had lost their child, for instance, born too early or died at childbirth. And then the priest would tell them, well, we can't bury them on the Catholic graveyard and they have to be buried outside of the graveyard because they're not Christians, they're not baptized. That is, who comes up with that? Anyway. Hey, Levin, welcome. And Tanya, welcome too. All right, look at the amount of parts here. Wow. Some of them are even in separate bags. I already like this setup with the camera so much better because I can now have the manual right here under my nose and you get to see the pieces much clearer. The first thing we're going to do, as always, is to build our little dudes. In this case, just dudes. No female minifigures, unless BB-8 is female. I don't know. There is not a consensus about that. All right. Yeah, I need to see Detective Pikachu. I'm currently in a very busy time because in a few days I'll be leaving for Rome for a week to film. And so after that, things calm down and I can go and catch up on the movies and the TV shows that I've missed. John wants to know if I need donations. Well, basically everything I do in media is based on donations. So, but I'm always, you know, like, I won't starve. In the current situation, it's just that I'm a little bit worried that in the near future, I may need to find more people that help out. Look at that. How cool is that? A little Dameron with a transparent visor. So this is not painted on. The actual helmet has a transparent piece of plastic, which is really cool. Never seen that before. Very, very nice. But I kind of expect that if I keep building the YouTube channel, and I will get a little bit more traction in terms of viewership, then I bet you that the donations will also go up. What is this? This is an alien. Wow. Oh yeah, that's definitely an alien mechanic. Look at his head. So he's got these weird alien eyes, and there seems to be a piece of cloth in front of his nose or something like that. Perhaps it's because it's a very dusty environment. I really love that helmet. Look at how awesome that is, and it's really well painted. Yeah, these are nice. These are premium minifigures. First time dead, says Adam. That is wonderful. And yeah, you may build some Lego sets together. All right. Hey, Jason. I'm good. How are you? And Mark Break says, did you want to build with me Lego on Google Hangouts? Is that still around, Google Hangouts? I haven't heard of that for a long time. And Jason is looking forward to me going to Rome. I hope I can do some streaming. That would be fun. Oh, John, that's very kind. That's very kind. I think there is a on how was it? When I'm streaming when I'm doing the gaming, the live gaming, like the other day I did this Battlefront 2 gaming session, which was a lot of fun. On the other computer, I run. This is a Mac that I have here in front of me, but on the other computer I run OBS, and that gives me the ability to show like links to, for instance, the Patreon page and to the PayPal, whatever. There's a donation page from Stream OBS, I think. I can't remember it now. But yes, and of course, it's always feel free, you know. I always appreciate it when people help out a little bit, and especially with the Lego sets. I was thinking that could be a way to do stuff together. Is that for me the sets are usually quite expensive, and so this again, I didn't buy this myself. Someone gave this to me, and very recently. But in the future, I can imagine that we just kind of crowdsource the Lego sets that I'm going to build. That would be fun, because then it would be something of all of us in a certain way. And Nick, also from northern Italy, in the same room where Fra Lupinzio is. That is wonderful. I appreciate it that you guys are typing in English. That's helpful because my Italian is very limited. Posso parlare un po' di italiano, ma non abbastanza, è un po' difficile, specialmente con una folla inglese. All right, I need to train my Italian because I'll be speaking it in a few days from now. The Big Bang Theory, that's awesome. When will I visit Poland once again? Hopefully, I don't know. If I say soon, I'd be lying because I have no immediate plans, but I'd love to visit. I was looking for Poe Dameron's blaster and I found it. So Poe is left-handed according to these instructions. I don't know if that's the same in the movie, probably not. There we go. So it's focusing. The camera is focusing on this part of the screen. Hey Slippy. Anonymous wants to know how many languages I speak. Quite a few. Although I don't speak all of them as good as some others. So I speak English, German, French, Dutch, of course. Dutch, English, German, French, Italian, a bit of Spanish, little bit of Polish, just a few words, basically. Well, and then you've got the classic languages, Greek and Hebrew and Latin, but I don't speak those languages. I can decipher them. All right, this is interesting. I'm not sure what I'm building here, but you know what? I'm going to push these aside. Let's do a really nice visual build here, so you can see exactly what I do. Put this right here. I'm going to add. Now this is so much better than when the camera is far away. We're first going to build that little cart that you saw for the mechanic, so he can race around with either crew members or, I don't know, parts for the X-Wing fighters. Hello, Niels. You're doing the dishes. John likes to buy the battle packs with multiple minifigures, like the one for Inferno Squad. Yes, those battle packs are really good value. There's not much to build. That's why I probably wouldn't buy them now. But I've bought a couple of them just to have some spare stormtroopers for videos that I was doing. I also really like the one with what is it? The two Jawas, and I think it's the landing pod of R2 and C-3PO. Jason, I just started, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, so I haven't really gotten anywhere. I'm just chatting too much. So you didn't miss anything. Let's see if I can move this around a little bit more. This makes it easier for me to be in frame. If you visit, you'll be in Warsaw. I've never been in Warsaw. That may be a destination in the future. Hey, the Arizona. Okay, first step is done. Let's build a little bit. I'm chatting too much. Let's use our old technique. Gather all the parts first. This one? Yep. Okay. They want me to add another red transparent dot there. I guess that's supposed to be a light or something. It's this one right there. I guess these are seats where you can put the pilots can sit here on the sides when it's running around. The escape pod, yes. Oh, Kieran, yeah, sorry, but it's very confusing for me. I'm reading the screen names, and it's so hard for me to remember everyone's real names if it's not the screen name. So I keep forgetting that. I'm also streaming always in the evening, which I'm usually not in my best shape. So sorry about the name confusion. You should ask your dad if you can change the screen name since you're using it so much. Yeah, Warsaw is indeed the capital of Poland. I'm well aware of that. All right, so this little box is going to be in the compartment for these studs that are used, I guess, for ammunition. So they go in here. And then I have to close it, I suppose. Does it even fit? Not really. Okay, I guess I just have to put them in. I was stacking them up, but that doesn't fit well. I'll just put them in separately. Kind of makes sense. Hey, what's up, Marfan? And bone rattle. That is a tongue breaker. Bone Rattler's Block from New Jersey. Welcome. All right, let's put these in. A tongue twister, that's what I should say. All right, where do we put this one? I don't know. Wait, I'm skipping steps. That's not what I should do. First... I'm surprised to see how many people watched the Moonlander, the vintage Moonlander build that I did last week. I was really surprised, like almost 700 people already. And I figured nobody's gonna like that because it's so old. But apparently, I guess it may be because there's interest in the new Moonlander set, which is awesome and which I actually should buy because it is so good. And then people may have found my vintage build. I hope I didn't annoy them with them expecting that I was going to build the new one, and then I built the one from 1976. No, I haven't heard any complaints yet. Oh, your dad passed away 2 years ago. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kieran. I thought that was his account that you were using. Sorry for the confusion. Lego means views. Lego is epic. Well, maybe. The other day I was talking in church about my little Lego adventures, and then we had two acolytes. They were both like 15 or 16, and I said, Lego is actually a great way for me to connect with younger people, and I was talking about the YouTube channel, and afterwards they were like, nah, Lego is for kids, Lego is not cool, Lego is not, you can't reach young people with Lego. I guess it just depends on who you ask. There are Lego fans, and then there are people that don't care for Lego. That is perfectly fine, I think. A lot of people tell me, in order for your YouTube channel to grow, you should stick with one topic. So just do Lego and nothing else. Or they'll say, just do video games and nothing else. And that's just not me. I have so many different interests, and I wouldn't want to limit myself. Although I can understand that it may help in, reaching people. Okay. I think the most important thing that I can do is just to listen to you, to the viewers. Hey Phil, you just finished building this set. Oh, cool. How much time did it take you? I'm curious. Because I kind of want to know if I can build this in 1 or 2 or 3 sessions. Marvin is 15 and in love with Lego. It is personal, a personal preference. It absolutely is. It's like music. Oh, Kieran is using his dad's tablet. I see. All right, first sticker. It is the rebel symbol. Nice. And it should be right underneath that little handle or whatever it is. Let's see if I can do that. Perfect, if I say so myself. Very, very nice. There it is. I shouldn't boast, but I always boast when I'm doing stickers because I'm scared of stickers. Try to encourage myself. All right. There we go. And then we put this right there. Okay. Pikachu wants to know if I've heard about the Jedi Fallen Order. Yes, I saw the artwork for the video game, and it looks stunning. I hope they get it right. It's hard to do a good Jedi game. Daniel's Hot Topics. Hey, Father Roderick, are you excited as I am for Star Trek Discovery Season 3 in over a month in July? Is it July already? That's much earlier than I thought. Oh yes, I am very, very excited. And I love that they do the time jump. I think it will really help the show stand on its own. But I also really loved the tie-in with the original timeline. Phil says it took 3 sittings to complete, but I was pretty slow because I wanted to take in the building process. Well, same here. I don't like to rush my builds because I'm enjoying it so much. Plus, I have the duty to chat with the audience, which is very important too. So I'll just take it easy. I'll just take it slow then. We still have the entire weekend to finish this. So I'm leaving for Rome on Monday. Okay, so we have our first phase ready. I guess this is for the mechanic. So I'll just put him right there. I suppose this is where he sits. Or is it the other way around? Let me see on the box how this thing works. Oh, actually, wow. It's more sophisticated than this. He's not supposed to sit there, he's supposed to stand. And that's why it has these handles, because he can use those to steer. Check it out. So this is how he steers this thing. And then the pilot, or pilots, can just sit right there. Does that fit? No, it doesn't even fit. That's weird. Wait, that doesn't make sense. On the box, Poe Dameron is actually sitting on this thing. I may have made a mistake. Wait, how can that be? They show something on the box that is not possible, I think. Oh. No. No. I did it exactly the way it should be. Wait a minute. Are they messing with me? He should be able to sit here. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. It fits more or less. All right. There we go. So this makes sense. So now it can be driven around through the hangar bay. I really like this little build. It's got these transparent circles, so I guess to simulate that it hovers above the ground. So it's slightly above the ground, just a millimeter. Will you ever be on Twitch? I was actually talking about that the other day because I was streaming the game to YouTube, but I've heard from a lot of gamers that it's actually better to be on Twitch. It's a niche community. It's easier for people to find streaming games. It's also, of course, there's a lot of competition on Twitch. But then I asked my YouTube followers, and they were all like, no, stay on YouTube. Don't go to Twitch. Stay with us. So, what do you do when people tell you to stay? But Twitch, I may actually just, I don't know, try it out. I hear that a lot of the gamers, they will first stream to Twitch, and then, oh, that's a message from my sister. They will stream to Twitch, and then they'll save the recording and upload it to YouTube. Archie says, not many people have an opportunity to have Lego at all. That is true also. That's also why I like to watch other Lego streams, or at least there are not that many streams out there. But there's a lot of Lego that I will never be able to afford, and I just still like to check it out. Bonsoir Frédéric, comment ça va? In Poland, Lego was kind of forbidden during communism. And Jason says, the Tamagotchis are coming back. Yeah, I heard that. Very sophisticated. And you can link it up to your computer. Star Trek Discovery Season 3 will start filming in July. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought it was already on, on Netflix. Okay, a little bit more patience then. And it's very special effects heavy, so it'll take them a while to finish it. Today in Malta is 7 Giugno. We celebrate that the British left and we became independent. Well, congratulations. So it was kind of like a Brexit. Hold on, I'm going to turn off the notifications here. That's WhatsApp. Makes a lot of noise. Communicating back and forth because my dad is still in the hospital and he's still in a delirium, so he is a difficult patient right now. He's been operated on his foot, or they amputated 2 toes the other day. But of course, for that wound to heal, he needs to stay put, which he doesn't, because, well, he's still mentally very confused. And so that gives us a lot of headaches because we don't live next door. All right, I think this is the underside that we've just built, or at least the front of the nose of the X-Wing. Section 31 should take place in the 33rd century as well, as Georgia went with them to the future, and there's no way she can get back. Yeah, who knows? Hello, floppy hairs. Happy to catch a new build, starting a new scale model build as well this evening, besides the T-47 Snowspeeder that I'm still working on. Ooh, you're going to build Boba Fett Slave 1, the anniversary edition? That one looks really cool. Ça va bien. Enfin, le week-end, repos à volonté. Yes. Congratulations, Phil, with the soccer or the football win. So we're already adding the iconic orange colors here. It's almost as if Lucasfilm used these colors on purpose because they knew that that would be great for Lego. I don't hold it against them because it's an awesome color scheme. Immediately recognizable. It's just too bad they blow this thing up in the first minutes of the movie. No way, I have to cover this? These nice colors. Okay, that's weird. That doesn't make sense. They want me to cover it up. Okay, well, Lego's always right. And 2 more of these. I hope he gets well soon. Yes, I really hope he'll get well. He needs to get out of that. I keep saying Jason. Sorry, Kieran. I'll do my best to remember. My father is not diabetic. No. He had. His arteries were clogged up in his leg, and so his toes started to die. And the doctor diagnosed it too late, and so he has now lost 2 toes. And the wound does not heal very well. And the clogged arteries are probably not restricted to his legs either, so there are high chances that in other parts of his body, or perhaps in his brains, there are also problems. So it's kind of complicated. All right, then stream on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time. That is also possible technically. Has the downside that it's very hard to bring the comments together. Plus, I've always noticed that it's much better to just pick one platform and build that out than to divide your attention on too many platforms. But I'll think about it. You know, I've got 50 followers on Twitch versus 16,000 followers on YouTube. So, kind of makes sense to be on YouTube right now. What's my reaction to Midnight's Edge, Mecha Random 42, Nedrotic, and Ren Rants YouTubers who hate Star Trek Discovery with a passion and constantly attack it and its fan base? Oh, the haters. There'll always be haters. I don't mind what people yell. I enjoy it, I like it, and if people don't like it, then my question would be, why do you waste my time and your time by ranting about it? As if that's going to change anything. You better watch something else. But there is money to be made by hatred. And a lot of these YouTubers use rants and hatred to get a lot of engagement because negative emotions kind of evoke reactions. Provoke reactions, which in turn gives them higher number, better stats. You know, if there's a lot of interaction, you get higher rankings, which will attract more people to their feed, and that's how they make money. I always say life is too short to be ranting at stuff, especially at science fiction, fantasy series. If you want to rant about something, rant about the real problems in the world and stay positive for everything else. Because that makes me happier than, ranting or worrying about ranters. So that would be my advice. Let them do their thing, but don't let them take your own enjoyment away of things. It's like with Star Wars. All the people that were constantly hating on The Last Jedi. I'm like, okay, I can imagine that some people are critical of some of the choices, but still, it is what it is. And if you're not happy with it, there's so many other movies that you can watch. That's just my 2 cents. So a member of the Lego community named Matt got in a really bad situation thanks to some guy who took back the money from Super Chat. Oh, so he pledged something and then took it back or something like that? That's nasty. Although I would always be very careful to spend money before you really have it in your bank account. And even then, always be very careful with money. Floppy Hairs is building the Slave One from the original movies and older skill model as well. Oh, cool. Well, nice. So are you talking about Lego Floppy Hairs or about another model? Just like a regular plastic model? Am I stressed about my father? Kieran, I'm worried. But at the same time, he's in good hands. He's at the hospital. And there's nothing else that I can do right now. Well, I can pray, and that's what I do. But I'm not a doctor, so I can fix it. I'm more worried about my mom. For my mom, it's really, really tough. Because he's so confused, and so he's not very nice to her. And so that makes it extra hard to take care of him because he's also very stubborn. So my mom is constantly trying to protect him, and then he gets mad. That's if that's a one-time thing, you can still manage. But if it's all the time, it gets really, really hard to do what she does. Arteries problems, yes. The channel is named The Brick Whiz. I'll go check it out. What's your name on Twitch? My name on Twitch is like on Steam and on, I think maybe also on the Xbox. It's Pixel Priest. So it's not Father Roderick, but Pixel Priest. Kind of I wanted to have something a little less, or a little more, I don't know, game-like. So that's what I've been using for many, many years. All right, we're going to build a technical part here. Not sure what it's going to be. It's got a lot of these red pieces. So it's probably, I guess this is maybe the mechanic for the wings, perhaps? I hope this is the right piece that I'm using. Yes. Hey, Inge. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but Inge is the one who gifted me this awesome X-Wing fighter, which is already a pleasure to build, I have to say. All right, we need to stick this into this hole and then through this circular piece and then out the other side. There we go. So now this can turn around. And this is probably going to be part of some kind of mechanical thing. Spiller says, it's easier to get noticed on Twitch than on YouTube. Twitch has individual sections for different kind of streams, and on YouTube it's all kind of messy. That is my own experience as well. I really have a hard time finding streams on YouTube. Whereas when I go on Twitch, I was like, today I want to watch, I don't know, League of Legends or something like that. And I just type that in and I find 4 or 5 streamers. I can check out, well, is this fun? That guy is boring. I will just pick that one. And yes, discovery is a lot better on Twitch. So that's why I figured maybe Twitch is better for when I game, and when I do Lego, I'll do it on YouTube, because there is no Lego community on Twitch. Nor is there really a live stream Lego community on YouTube, which is really surprising. I thought there would be a ton of building streams on YouTube, but no. Just a few of them. Hello, Mike. The guy who did it ended up making money from it, so it's really bad. Oh, wow. Would you want to be an extra in the background of a Star Wars movie? I assume that's a rhetorical question. I'd be inside a bucket if that could bring me into Star Wars. Just put me in a garbage can and film that. I don't mind, as long as I can be part of that. It's never going to happen. Oh, Floppy Hair is talking about plastic scale models. The only Lego set I built recently was the original space monorail set I still have from my youth. I mentioned it a couple of streams ago. Yeah, I remember that, yes. Plastic scale models, that's awesome. Do you paint them and weather them and stuff like that? Kieran says, my father had cancer, so when my mom was at work, I used to take care of him a lot. That must have been hard. But also great that you've been able to do that for your father. I'm sure you miss him. The thing with when a relative is degrading mentally, you kind of start losing a person while they're still with you, which is also very, very strange. So it's still my dad, but he's so confused that I had him on the phone just half an hour ago. And it sounds like he's making sense, but it's all kind of automatic talk. So he says, well, what is so frustrating is the people here, they don't go to the essentials of what life is truly about. And it has no meaning in the context. I mean, but then he's using, so they don't look ahead. He uses phrases that he used a lot when he was still 100% himself. And so it kind of sounds like him, but at the same time you realize he's speaking nonsense. This is just, he just wants to say something, so he uses phrases that he's used before. All right, so we've built this strange contraption. I have no idea what it does. I need to look from above and check it with the picture. It all seems to be fine. Bonne soirée, Frédéric. Merci beaucoup d'être venu. Yes, Brenda, it's hard for my mom. It's hard for all of us, but most for my mom because she's at the hospital every day. Hello, good evening. Inge wanted to give me something to help take my mind off the worries regarding my parents. And here I am building the X-Wing talking about my parents. Oh, well. But it's good. It's, this is me. And I share. I cannot be one of those YouTubers that is like always cheerful. Hey, what's up, everyone? And there's so many people that it's like, are you behaving like that in real life? I can't be like that, I think. It's not in my nature. Oh, wait a minute, I was a little bit too fast. I gotta disconnect this. And first, we're gonna add this. Great Tail says, yes, I'm a Twitch kind of dude for live streams. You know what? I may, after I'm done doing this first step, I may do a test broadcast on Twitch. I can stream a little bit of Battlefront 2 or something else on Twitch, and then we'll see how that goes. And since I'm telling you now, you have the opportunity to go to Twitch and see when I'm there. So I could have a few more people watching this than if I just use my Twitch stream out of nowhere, because no one knows that I'm streaming. So let's do that. Let's just make an appointment for Twitch in a while. I'm not sure how long this will take me. I'm just going to finish this first bag and then I'm going to call it quits, and then we'll move over to Twitch for a little test. I also noticed that the Twitch community is very vibrant because they're all gamers. Also, and that's kind of perhaps why I'm a little bit afraid, is I am really not a good gamer. If you've seen my Battlefront 2 stream, you will have noticed that I suck at games. It doesn't prevent me from having fun, but I'm probably going to be made fun of quite a bit when I go on Twitch. What else is new in my life? Wait, Aiden says, I'm following Pixel Priest on Twitch and says your last live stream was 5 years ago. That's possible, although I think I did a Lotro stream. Or is it the Pixel Priest? I don't know. Great Tales, have you ever heard of a dude named Brickanick? I used to have my Twitch subscribed to him because I think he's cool. I've never heard of him. Simon Zimmerman here. You might not remember me from when my parents came to visit a while ago. Just wanted to say I still love your content. I remember, yes. Yes, that was an awesome visit. That was last summer, wasn't it? That was fun. I didn't know you were related. That's cool. Wait, you were there? I'm getting so confused. You were there. I need to go look at some photos to remember. If old as I am you are, forgetting you will too. And Mattia Puccio is a pro builder. Cool. I never saw a Polish father do what you do with Lego. Oh well, everyone's different. Everyone is different. I can't do what Polish priests do because I'm Dutch. There's one thing I can do, and that is to drink piwo and to eat frytki. But I'm just showing off the 5 words that I know in Polish. I apologize. Floppy hairs. Adapts plastic scale models, scratch build a lot to make them more detailed and screen accurate, and paint them with an airbrush and weather them and build dioramas for them. I want to see your website. Tell me you have a place where I can see what you're building. Post it in the chat. I want to see that because I want to learn that too. It's on my to-do list to learn how to paint and to weather miniatures. Kieran says, the hard part was that I was 10 when he passed away, but it was for the best. He used to take a lot of chemotherapy and stuff like that, always in and out of the hospital. Yeah, with cancer, that is very hard, because chemo is basically kind of poison. which disrupts everything. And you were only 10. So that was very brave to take care of your dad like that at that young age. That must have been very comforting for him, but also very hard for you. Polish fathers are too serious. Why so serious? I met a couple of Polish priests that were very cheerful. All right, I'm going to turn this around. Hey, Jamie. It's going well. I'm building an X-Wing fighter. Brenda says it always helps to get through difficult times with friends. Even better when the friends are talking Star Wars and building Lego. That is true, and that works both ways, Brenda. It also helps me to kind of build Lego, have a little community and chat about everything and nothing, and Star Trek and streaming, and at the same time being able to share a little bit of the worries about my father, and yeah. Where would we be without others, right? It was 5 years ago, according to Inge, that I streamed on Twitch. Okay. We're going to try to remedy that. I will be making a fool of myself in Battlefront 2 on Twitch after I'm done with this step. Mike says, I will be watching Captain Jeff while I'm on Twitch. He's streaming Airline Pilot Guy. Yeah, you sure? That's the right thing to do. Anyone that makes fun of you can take a hike. Thank you. Thank you. How about my VR helmet? How is it going? I haven't used it in a while. I am Scatterbrain, yes. I haven't seen Marvin's channel. You've got some great builds. Well, if you want me to check out the channel, please post it in the chat, because then I can take the URL from the chat and paste it in and bookmark it. Otherwise, I'm never going to find it, of course. Oh, so it's Pixel Priest, okay. In Warsaw, they do beer or vodka or whatever you want. Yes. Was your first experience of Star Wars dubbed in Dutch or in English? No, it was in English. We never dub anything. Subtitles, baby. Although I was way too impressed to read the subtitles. I couldn't care less. I saw lightsabers and Darth Vader and X-Wing fighters and Death Stars, and who needs translation for that? Kieran says, I just wish that I had been with him in his final minutes, but it is good to remember him in a good way. That's true, that's true. That is true. You can be confident that he's in a good place. And you did what you could. And that is what matters. And I'm sure that he's looking at you and accompanying you from heaven. Because even if fathers die, they don't cease to be fathers, of course. Not to mention that they will be in God's love, which will make them way better fathers than they've ever been on earth. At least that's what I hope. Okay. 2 more of these. We're almost there. This still looks like underpinnings for something cool in the future. Here's another mechanical thing here. I wonder what it is. I got some spare parts here. Okay, this is step 2. So we've got a few spare parts Always nice to have some extra stuff. Placing that right outside the camera view. So, what have we built so far? We have built a ladder. Hip hip hooray. We have our little cart, what is it? Yeah, cart, I guess it's a cart, which has an operator, and it can drive around the pilots, bring them to their X-Wing fighters faster than if they would walk. Not to mention that, of course, they're in uniform, so that makes it harder to walk for them. And then we have this, which is probably going to be somewhere in the center, and I guess that this has to do with the wings, but I'm not sure. Floppy Hairs doesn't have a website for the scale modeling. Thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Yes, do that. And of course, there's always Instagram, if you have that, where you can post some photos. I bet you that there will be an audience for that, especially if you explain how you do things. I would watch it. My last stream on Twitch was 6 years ago. Wow. Crazy. Jamie says, sometimes there is no need for translations in film. Guest actors are able to use body language to really get a point across. I learned this from my brief encounters with Spanish telenovas. Kieran, next Wednesday, secondary school exams. I will wish you luck, and you'll do fine. Expandable wings, yes. This one has this is Dameron. This little pilot sitting here. I think the word you were looking for is shuttle. Oh yes, the shuttle. You're right, a shuttle. I always think about the space shuttle. So, and then I just discovered BB-8. Oh, wait a minute. There's another face, look. There is an unshaven face right here. It's going to be all blurry. This is Dameron's face. I'm not sure if there is. There were only 3 minifigures, so I guess I can also remove the helmet and put on his unshaven face. Coulter says, "Hey, Father Roderick, I've been a fan of yours for years. Thanks for all you do for the church. You've been a great inspiration to me, and I'm preparing to enter the seminary this fall." Congratulations. That is awesome. That's great to hear. Exciting times. All right. I am going live on Twitch. I will need some time to set that up. What I'm going to do is, what can I do? Can I leave this on? Go to Twitch and then tell you if it's on? I guess I can do that. Well, you know what? I can turn the camera around and you can see me getting ready for Twitch. So it's a bit dark here. That's my PC, my gaming PC. Let's do this. I'm going to take off the earbuds. Let's see. First, turn on the lights here. Twitch. Twitch app. Oh, of course, I'm not going to use Twitch. No. That's not good. Lord of the Rings. We'll turn that off. I forgot, I don't need that. Stream OBS. Oh, wait. No, not good. Not good. I'm going to run that as an administrator. There we go. Yes. Okay, I need to log out. Yes. Log in with Twitch. Oh, great. Priest. Authorize. Yes, continue. Haha. I'm not so smart. Of course, in order to stream on Twitch, I need to use this webcam, this one. I need to put it on the PC. So, I'll be on Twitch, give me 5 minutes, and I'll be on Twitch, so Pixel Priest. So, twitch.tv, and then look for, I'll put it here, twitch.tv, and then look for Pixel Priest. Did I add this to the comments? It disappeared. I don't know why. Did you get it in the comments? Because I didn't see it. Anyway, look for Pixel Priest on Twitch. I'll see you guys in a minute.